First, let's try it out on a highway with smooth traffic flow. Press the start button. Then the current speed is set to the maximum allowed speed. Even if you release the accelerator pedal, the speed remains constant. Then press plus button to increase top speed to you desired. Now, by pressing the up and down buttons, you can set the time interval from the vehicle in front. The distance varies depending on the car's speed. Setting the time difference as long as possible is the safest. While driving, if you encounter a vehicle slower than your car, the speed automatically decreases to match the preceding vehicle's speed and maintaining the set distance behind it. Once the preceding vehicle moves away, the car's speed automatically returns to the original set speed. Now, let's try to overtake the car. First, activate turn signal. This temporarily suspends the steering assist function and lane departure prevention system. If your vehicle's speed exceeds 70 km per hour during this time, the system recognizes it as overtaking and automatically accelerates up to the set speed. However, if you desire a quicker acceleration than what the system provides, you can then step on the accelerator for additional acceleration. However, in countries where driving on the right side of the road, VOLVO vehicles tend to position slightly to the right, rather than being perfectly centered. Conversely, in countries with left side driving, VOLVO vehicles tend to hug the left side, possibly intentionally set by VOLVO to maintain a slight distance from the center line. Now, if you need to slow down to enter an interchange or a toll booth, for example, the driver needs to manually intervene. There are two ways to suspend the semi-autonomous features. You can either apply the brakes or press the start button. In Census OS version, if you were driving with the adaptive function in eco driving mode and press the button to suspend adaptive functions,
하나, 둘, 셋.
it would go straight to the coasting mode. So it was fun to switch back and forth between ACC and coasting mode to get the best fuel economy. Now, after passing through an interchange or toll booth and entering the highway again, plus button to resume the function to the conditions you set earlier. One of the primary situations to be cautious is a vehicle merges in front of you. It takes about 1 or 2 seconds for the radar to recognize the merging vehicle as a new read vehicles, only when it's perfectly aligned in front of your car. Therefore, it's fine to allow merging with a generous distance ahead. But if there isn't much room, especially if the merging vehicle is moving slowly and there is not enough time for that 1 or 2 seconds buffer, it's best for the driver to intervene by applying the brake to ensure a safe distance first, and then once the car in front of you is aligned with your car, you can resume pilot assist function. Relying too much on the system to handle this situation can lead to accidents like this. The second cautionary situation involves when the preceding vehicle suddenly brakes hard. The maximum braking power of the ACC system is around 40% of full braking capacity. So it's important to note that the preceding vehicles initiate strong brakes. It doesn't mean the ACC system in your car will also brake at the same level. So if you feel that the car in front is braking a little too hard, don't let the system do it for you. You need to brake hard yourself. highways, typically designed with straight paths and well-defined lanes, Volvo's Pilot Assist feature operates reliably in air. However, just in case, drivers should always be prepared to take direct control of the vehicle, keeping hands on the steering wheel all the time. This must be considered a fundamental posture. However, if the system detects that the driver's hands are off the wheel, the system will give the first warning after about 10 seconds. And then it will continue to beep and disable the feature next to 10 seconds. Occasionally, on clean, straight stretches of road, warnings may be issued for not having hands on the steering wheel. In such cases, a slightly movement of the steering wheel is sufficient to address the warning. Volvo's sensors are highly sensitive, so it would not often to be annoying just like a Hyundai does.
Relativ bald, keep hands on steering wheel, das machen wir und zwar einmal mit ein bisschen mehr Lenkmoment und dann ist er wieder am Aktivlenken. Wie gesagt,
in congested areas. Here, the distance setting is crucial. Depending on the level of congestion, I set it to either 1 or 2 grids. Setting it to 4 or 5 grids creates too much space, allowing other vehicles to cut in too frequently from the both sides. Each time I have to brake and resume the function, it can get annoying if it's too repetitive. So if you keep it to 1 or 2 grids, you will have a little bit less of that. However, setting it to 1 grid causes the system to accelerate quickly and brake late to maintain the distance, while setting it to 5 grids results in smoother acceleration and early braking. Furthermore, if the vehicle ahead restarts within 3 seconds, the brake automatically releases and acceleration resumes seamlessly. However, if more than 3 seconds elapse, the system enters a stop state similar to auto hold, maintaining a stationary position. In this case, even if the vehicle ahead restarts, automatic restarting does not occur, requiring the driver to initiate the restart signal. Press plus button or press the accelerator pedal. One thing to be cautious about in congested areas. The car in front of you switches to a next lane and you encountering a stationary vehicle ahead. If your car is going over 30 km per hour, the radar may fail to detect the stationary vehicle ahead and might even increase the speed to the set speed, risking a rear-end collision with the stationary vehicle. So in this case, it would be right to brake directly and take care of your own safety. One of the most critical areas to be cautious about on roads other than highways is curved sections. The curvature on this road is often much sharper compared to highways, leading to a significant drop in the reliability of the pilot assist feature in such areas. We all know that the same curve requires different amount of steering force at different speed. Volvo's pilot assist steering torque is set to a specific value and is not excessively strong. Therefore, while the system may assist in turning the steering wheel more at lower speed, as the speed increases, available steering angle decreases. In conclusion, it's important to be aware that the reliability of the steering assistance feature is inversely proportional to speed. Volvo's Pilot Assist features does not provide any audible warnings if it fails to maintain lane keeping, and simultaneously, the system torque applied to steering wheel is immediately disengaged, and it's like, I'm out. you are on your own. Since pilot assist relies on camera-based function, it becomes challenging to trust its performance on rainy days or in areas where lane marking are not clearly visible. Moreover, variation in color between asphalt patches can also confuse the system, and it doesn't recognize the corners or barriers.
Welcome to the journey of openness.
The recent Hyundai Santa Fe features an electrostatic detection steering wheel and has added an algorithm to follow the preceding vehicle in situations where lane recognition becomes difficult for the steering assist function. It also works with the navigation system, so when you enter a bend, it automatically slows down, and if there is a car in the next lane, it also drives biased. Additionally, it supports automatic restart after coming to a complete stop for up to 30 seconds. Similarly, BMW also integrates navigation information to automatically reduce the speed on curved road. VOLVO began mass producing adaptive cruise control in 2008, with the XC90 being the first model to feature semi-autonomous functionality in 2015. Now, in its 9th year, there haven't been significant feature upgrades that users can notice, which is disappointing.
Oh. Hey.